Back here inside the Miami Dolphin locker room, head coach Jimmy Johnson is just wrapping up his comments about his team's 24-17 win over the Vikings tonight in Game 3 of the preseason. Their record now 2-1 on the season. And Jimmy said he's fairly happy with the way his first unit played, a little bit disappointed in his second group. And that's very important because tomorrow's cut-down day. He's got to trim about 16 players from the roster. They've got to get down to 60. Let's take a look at the highlights for you. A sloppy football game from the very beginning. Before the game, head coach Jimmy Johnson was there, and so was Don Shula and Wayne Heising as well, exchanging pleasantries. The rain came down in buckets today. A sloppy first half. Warren Moon drops the football. Daniel Stubbs comes up with, this is the second play of the football game, and the Dolphins are in great shape. Try a field goal, you say? Why not? With the rain coming down, they try the fake. It's John Kidd, the punter, around the right side, throws the ball up into the end zone, and it is intercepted by Orlando Thomas, and so the Dolphins are turned away early. Next series, Moon again under center, and he drops the ball again. This time, Tim Bowens jumps on it. Sloppy night, you betcha. 6 turnovers in that first half. Players fighting for a spot. What about Gene Atkins in the safety position? Comes in and grabs Ampley, puts him down to the ground. And so Atkins played a good game tonight. He may wind up as the starter at safety. Dolphin offense, just one big play in the first half, really. Marino looking downfield to Randall Hill, who corrals it in, cuts across the field, 26 yards. Danny Ford, 10 for 52 yards in the first half. The drive stalled. Stojanovic up to try to win a job as well, and he hits the upright, and so the kick is no good. Pete may be winding up on the trading block before long. Moon fumbles once again. This time, a real strange one. Terrell Buckley picks it up here, and Buckley down the sideline. This is second half action, actually, 51 yards later, and he's down to the corner, and that'll set up a big play for the Miami Dolphins. Marino back to pass, finding Charles Jordan on the slant pattern. Look at the speed by Jordan. He gets into the end zone. Marino winds up 9-17 for 111 yards and a touchdown. 24-17, the Miami Dolphins win it. This has been a tough locker room for the past couple of weeks. You know, the team kept trying to get ready to go, but tonight they are a bit happy. Inside, 16 players must be cut, as I mentioned earlier. Lisa Matejcek has been covering the Dolphin locker room. Lisa, let's talk about the receivers first. This is a club that was worried about the receiver position. They have to feel good tonight, especially with the play of Lamar Thomas and Charles Jordan.
That's right. They feel very good, as a matter of fact. Jimmy talked about, starting and getting the running game established, but the receivers, they did well. I just spoke with Charles Jordan, and he was talking about getting back in and playing once again. He said he was a little bit rusty, but it felt good, especially after that first touchdown. I think he, knocked out all the rust from that one. And then Lamar Thomas, the Bernie Kosar pass from Lamar Thomas. He was very, very excited about that, very happy, very emotional after that. It means a lot to him to be here with the Dolphins as it is. And then not only was the offense doing well, but the defense helped out a lot, causing 2 turnovers, or a lot of turnovers actually, into 2 touchdowns. So the defense did a lot of work. I talked with Zach Thomas, and that's when he said that, it was sloppy out there, but we did our job. And so they're very happy and just glad that it's preseason so that they can work things out for the season.
Well, they seem to start to come together, especially offensively. Lisa Matejcek, thanks so much. All right, the Dolphin locker room, as I said, a little bit hairy for the last couple of weeks, but starting to come along happy with their win this evening. There was a scary moment tonight during the football game when one of the players for the Vikings ran into a cameraman on the sideline. He was down for quite a while. Let's take a look at the video from the TV's point of view, then we'll go to the other side. Chris Carter drills Tim McCormick of ESPN. As I said, he stayed down for quite a while. Take another look at it from McCormick's point of view and listen to it as well. Now, McCormick stayed on the ground for about 10 minutes or so. He was attended to by the Dolphin medical personnel. He's going to be just fine. In fact, he said he wanted to come back out in the field and start shooting again for ESPN. And so a scary moment, but one that ended well. You saw earlier Don Shula was here. He addressed the media before the football game began. He said it was an odd position for him to be in, and it was before the game up in the press box here at Joe Robbie. The coach talked about retirement. He spends a great deal of time playing golf during this offseason and traveling with his wife, Marianne. And once in a while, well, he misses football.
The first time that I'd noticed that I missed anything at all was draft day. And then realizing that you weren't a part of any of the decision-making that was going on for the first time in a long time in the National Football League. And, that for that day, anyhow, it affected me some. And I'm sure I'll have that type of feeling on opening day when the games count and the ball's kicked off at the beginning of the new season.
Still involved in this sense. He's a vice chairman of the club, and of course he's a part owner of the football team as well. Don Shula here tonight. As Lisa Matejcek told you, the Dolphin wide receivers played well tonight. Jimmy Johnson is happy about that. Lamar Thomas with a 71-yard touchdown reception late in the football game. The Dolphin defense is beginning to gel, but there's still some question marks, particularly at the linebacker spot. Terrell Buckley played a good football game tonight, and that is something that Jimmy Johnson was really concerned about. So the Dolphins win 24-17. Their final preseason game Friday night against Tampa Bay in Tampa.